Hi Pisces, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for July 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in July and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign may resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you are born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions are coming to you from there. So you might want to watch your cusp sign. This recording is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in these readings. This video is sponsored by the Lucky Mermaid Vimeo videos that I record for my Vimeo on-demand channel. And you can access these most recently recorded videos. Links are down below in the description box underneath this video in the Show More section. They're also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. You can see the variety of divination tools I've used, what the subject matter is, how long the predictions go out for, and you can pick whichever zodiac sign you want under the heading of the video you want, and then click on that zodiac sign and it will take you directly to that video on Vimeo. Remember, when you purchase my videos on Vimeo, you help support this channel. I'm very appreciative of all of your purchases of my videos on Vimeo. And now on to your psychic tarot reading for July 2023. First card you have, Pisces, is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is a pause, a meditative state, a resting phase, a recuperation from an illness. It could also indicate prayer. You may feel like a little beaten down, battered, abused, exhausted. I'm sorry, there is a fly in here, so if you see me get mad about a fly, it's going to happen because it got in here and it's driving me nuts. So you may feel extra tired, dragged down. You may feel like life is beating you down, or work, or just things going on out in the world could even be feeling like tiring, exhausting, and oppressive to you. You may be coming out on the other side of a time period. Ooh, there's a big hawk flying by. And that's unusual for here where I live. Seagulls are everywhere, but hawks, interesting. So look up animal totem hawk. So what I get is I feel that some of you may be coming out from the other side of some stressful or tense and stressful situations. Like you're now coming out on the other side of it. So June may have felt that way to you, or maybe even prior to June. And now in July, you're feeling like, man, I got to recuperate from that stress and that tension. I do feel like there's some element of you going through a spiritual cleansing. You could be doing this through spiritual practices. You know, you could be meditating, or, you know, getting acupuncture, acupressure. You could be getting past life regression, or doing self-hypnosis, or some other kind of spiritual or psychic work. You could have been having Reiki or other types of healing modalities could be going on for you. And it's in July. All those things I just mentioned could be happening in July, or they could have happened in June, and you're like in the aftermath of that energy now in July. So either way, you've either done those things in June or you're doing them in July, and you're going to feel like it's like a spiritual cleansing to some degree. Some of you may be really keen on elevating your consciousness, or trying to reach higher levels of consciousness. And you may feel like you want to be more in tune with nature and feel more grounded and feel like, you know, like I'm back to nature, more grounded. You may be more focused on like hiking, camping, gardening, growing your own vegetables, being in nature, swimming, going to the ocean, being in lakes and water of some sort, anything that, like eating healthful foods, like yeah, back in the old days, I'm going to go back in time. I don't know what's considered healthful anymore because there's all these different types of diets, keto, paleo, and other, you know, food combining and et cetera, et cetera. But like in the old days when I was young, that's a long time ago, you know, people ate granola. Like eating granola was like eating grounding foods, and maybe it still is considered that today, but sometimes granola can have a lot of sugar in it. So be careful if you are getting back to nature, like eating more nuts, seeds, grains, dried fruits, things of that nature. Look to see the sugar content. Beware of sugar content. That's my own personal warning. That didn't come from my guides about that. So the next card in your reading, Pisces, is the Five of Rods. And this is an internal struggle going on inside of yourself, inside of you. Or it could be a struggle with coworkers, family members, friends, or any clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to. There could be protests and things going on around in your area or at work or in your neighborhood. Some of you could feel conflicted about something that's presented to you and whether you want to take it or not. For some of you, it could be a job that gets presented to you, and you may feel conflicted about it because it may not pay what you want, but it could have better hours, or maybe the pay is great, but the schedule isn't that good. I don't know what it is, but if it's not a job, you're conflicted about something. Some of you may feel conflicted about leaving something and starting something new. This could be a love relationship, or like I said, a job. It could even be a career. It could also be a living space. Maybe you're conflicted, like you're living in a space that you want to leave, but you don't want the hassle of what's going to entail to move. Some of you could be involved in witnessing, or literally be involved in who's going to take charge of something. So if this is your job and somebody retires or quits, and you could be fighting over, like, who's going to take charge now? Who's going to get that position? There could be that kind of fighting. This could also be family, like, who's going to take charge over something? There could be some family dynamic that changed. This could be in a group or club or organization you belong to, and there could be a leadership role that now opens up, and there could be, you know, struggling or controversy or infighting or competition about who's going to take a leadership role there. I feel my guides are saying something about this has been building. So I don't know that it's a sudden thing. The way they're saying it, you may have seen this building up to this crescendo. So the next card in your reading is interesting because I didn't even notice it. And remember, I said you're going to be leaving something and you could feel conflicted about it. Well, look at what card you have here. I didn't even notice you had Eight of Cups. And Eight of Cups is turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking, and heading off on a new journey with a stick of power and control in your hand. And even though the journey's unknown, you're still willing to take it. By the way, I happen to know that hawk, remember I told you hawk flew by? I do know one of the things hawk represents is psychic ability. Vision, seeing visions of the future, clairvoyance, and psychic ability. But it could mean other things as well. I feel like you got to hike up your big boy pants or big girl pants and boots on and move on, because it's like you know that some of what you're headed to is there's some more responsibility that's coming. There could also be something where you feel like, I want to take myself out of the running. I don't want to be involved in this anymore. So some of you that are involved where there's infighting about, oh, I want this position or that position, or you may feel like, or it could be a work situation or a family dynamic situation, or some situation that you feel is too tense, and it's too tense, and you don't like the way things are going, and or the direction something is heading in. It could even be religion, politics, other ideologies. You may feel like, I don't want to be in that anymore. I don't like the way it's headed. So it could even be that kind of thing, because it's like you don't like the direction something's going in, so you don't want to be part of it anymore. You have to think about it, Pisces. Where in your life do you feel that way about? Is it your family? Is it a club, group, or organization? Is it a church you belong to? Is it political party you belong to? Is it some other type of belief system or ideology? I don't know. Is it a love relationship for some of you? But it's like, it's become too taxing, too draining. You feel like there's too much ill will going on, and you can't, it's not good for your soul. You know, Pisces, water sign people, whether it's sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign, if you have a strong water placement in any of those positions, you're going to have a tendency to be more sensitive. That's not to say the other elements don't have their sensitivities, but water signs are known to be more sensitive emotionally. They also can be more sensitive psychically, and more susceptible to empathically connecting with other people's energies and taking on other people's energies and making them their own. And this is what I feel like is happening to you here, Pisces. There's some situation where you're like, I don't, like, you can't take it. It's disrupting your sensibilities. You don't like the way it's making you feel. It's not making you feel calm or safe or peaceful. It's making you feel unsettled. That's how the energy is coming up to me through this 8 of Cups card. So the next card in your reading is the Devil. This is being trapped and bound to an unhealthy relationship, or being trapped and bound to an unhealthy situation or circumstance. It could also be addictions of any kind: drugs, sex, alcohol, spending money, food, cigarettes, whatever you could be addicted to, anything and everything. It could be addictions of any kind, and that could even be if you have a partner that has addictions also. It can apply to them as well if you're seriously coupled with somebody, or you're close to somebody that has addictions. It could also be pertaining to them. The Devil can also represent fears. I feel that there's some of you Pisces that are looking at something in your life that you see where it's gone wrong, and you're trying to correct it. And this can apply to Pisces sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It's not just Pisces sun sign I'm talking to here. And you may have felt like, I put all my eggs in one basket and I shouldn't have. So that could be having trust and faith and putting all your energies or resources into a particular company, business, career, love partner, you know, something else. I don't know. Whatever, you put all your eggs in one basket, and now you're like, I need to correct this, or I shouldn't have done that. I do feel that some of you, not all of you, but some of you are watching somebody in your life go through a terrible struggle. This could be health problems, addictions, could even be mental or emotional distress. But I see some of you looking at somebody else that you're close to struggling. You may also feel like your faith in certain things. What are they doing now? You hear that loud noise? Having faith in something is being shattered or shoved around. So where you had faith in something, could have been in a person, could have been in a relationship, could have been in a boss, could have been a friend, a friendship. Your faith has gotten shattered or shaken or disrupted. You may feel like you want to create better and safer spaces for yourself. That could be, maybe you feel this way about a company where you work and you're like, I need to start my own business because that'll be a safer space for me. Or, you know, maybe in your home, you want to create like a little sanctuary just for you. So you have a safe space to retreat to. Or maybe you want to move and you want to move to a place that you can create it to your specifications that make you have peace, calm, feel secure, and feel safe. These are the things that are coming up to me for you about the Devil card. Now, your last card in the reading is the Magician. And this is the card of the manifester. What you think about, you bring about. What's in the ethers and in the spiritual plane and in your mind, you can manifest into physical reality, and you have all the tools in front of you with which to do so. Sometimes the Magician can mean trickster energy, but that doesn't usually come up that way for me, but it can be trickster energy. I feel like you're going to start to assemble things in your life in new patterns. And for some of you, I see you getting into like new interests, new schedules, new routines. This could be like maybe you're going to take up jogging. Maybe you're going to take ballet. Maybe you're going to join a gym. Maybe you're going to get involved in going to getting some kind of regular treatments of some sort that improve your health and make you feel better. I see you implementing things that make you feel healthier, better, improve things in your life, and you manifesting, therefore, in turn, would put you on a new schedule, a new routine path. That kind of energy is here. You're also going to learn about your own personal power and what kind of power you have when you take a stand, especially, as weird as it's going to sound, especially when you say no to things. You're accessing your personal power. And you may decide you want to hone your skills, hone your craft, sharpen your skills. So you may be pouring a lot of energy. You could be taking classes and courses or webinars or seminars. You could be immersing into things on the internet to teach and train yourself. But it would all be to like sharpen your skills, magnify what you're doing. You know, maybe it's, maybe you're into meditation and now you want to take it even further. You could be joining some kind of group where there's group meditation going on, or maybe you studied Reiki and you studied Reiki 1 and 2, but you want to become a Reiki master so you can teach Reiki. So you may want to hone and sharpen your skills by taking a course to be a Reiki master, or something like in art or music. Maybe you want to hone your skills and sharpen your skills, or it could be with a computer, or finances. Maybe you want to sharpen your skills about the financial world and you want to take some classes about stocks and bonds and trading and finances. I don't know what it is you want to hone your skills on, but I feel that it's like you want to level yourself up, like upgrade yourself up. For some of you, it could have to do with your career, for some of you. But for some of you, I feel like it's just about you and your personal growth and personal interests. So you have to see how that plays out for you. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Pisces to work with, use, and wear in the month of July 2023, I got Bloodstone. And Bloodstone is a grounding and purifying stone. It heightens intuition and creativity, which makes a lot of sense for what I got for you here in the Magician card. It wards off negative energy. There you go, wards off your negative energy. It stimulates dreaming and is a revitalizer, which came up in this card. It's a protective stone, which you had here. It encourages selflessness and idealism. It strengthens the immune system. It detoxes the liver, intestines, kidneys, spleen, and bladder. And it invigorates the blood and energizes life. Wow, your stone, I've always found it so interesting what comes up in the readings and then what the gemstones say. And some signs, I feel it really is like dead on more than others. Your stone, man, you got to get yourself some bloodstone for July, Pisces, really. Even if it's just a small little piece like this, doesn't have to be a big rock, or you could get a necklace or a bracelet, beaded bracelet of it, something would help you in July. It's going to be a stone that's going to make you feel more protected, secure, and safe. My guides mentioned that first. It's also going to help you realize your potential. So if you're ever too hard on yourself, or you feel like, oh, I'm lacking in this or that, it's going to help you actually realize, like, hey, I've got good potential here in this or that. It's also going to be a good gemstone to help you hold your ground. If you have any kind of arguments or you're in any kind of negotiations or disputes, it's going to help you make your point and stand your ground. I do feel in general, this stone is generally going to make you feel better physically and maybe even mentally and emotionally as well. So I hope that you get Bloodstone, because I really feel like going along with your tarot reading, man, it made dead on sense. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense.
As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others if you feel it's worth sharing, and subscribe to this channel. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And check and make sure you're still subscribed, because for some odd reason, sometimes YouTube unsubscribes my subscribers. So make sure, if you want to keep getting alerted about my videos, check that you are subscribed. And if you would like to get any of this special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, I post my most recently recorded video series down below in the description box in the Show More section. And these videos are also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. All the links are there, and you can read all the different descriptions of all the various many video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and then you just select whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, or somebody else you're curious about sign. Click on that, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. The most recently recorded video series I have out right now is my mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. I did the center of the Celtic Cross Tarot spread, so there are 6 cards in total in that reading. Also, my mid-year Love and Romance Psychic Tarot update for 2023 for both singles and couples. The first half of the reading is for single people of the sign. The second half of the reading is for couple people of your sign. And then I pulled an oracle card for the Psychic Tarot for the Heart oracle card it's one card for both singles and couples. I highly recommend in the love readings, watch the singles and the couples, because there will be a crossover where some of the messages will apply to you, whether you're single or coupled. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for for July. Whoops. I'm recording this video in June. In July for 2023 for each sign in the zodiac, where I look at a wide variety of topics in the crystal, your health, your love life, money, business, work, what to watch out for, what are the blessings. So if you want to, it's kind of like an expansion or a continuation of the Psychic Tarot readings I'm doing right here, right now for July. If you want to see what else I get for you for this month, please check those Psychic Crystal readings out. Many people like those readings because there's a lot of info condensed in not a lengthy reading. Also, don't forget my my eclipse effects from the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, April 2023, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card reading. You're still being affected by that eclipse. Those eclipses are affecting you for 6 months. That happened in April. So what do we have? The end of April, May, June, July, August, September. Those eclipse effects are going to last all the way till the end of September for you. So if you haven't checked it out yet, and watch your rising sign and your moon sign, watch your rising sign and your sun sign if you can do so. I highly recommend that in those videos. Also, my full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, May 2023, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings. You're still being affected by that eclipse all the way until the end of October of 2023. And sometimes eclipse effects can even last up to a year. Doesn't happen all the time, but for some people, it will still be affecting you. So if you want to see how those eclipses affected you, I highly recommend you check them out. Don't forget my career and finance Psychic Tarot, and I believe they were Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings, I think. I forget, but my career and finance readings for 2023 for the next 12 to 18 months are available on Vimeo. And I recorded them in April. They're going to go all the way until the end of October of 2024. So if you want to see what I got for you about your career and finance, I highly recommend you check those videos out. Don't forget my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023. If you didn't look at them yet, they were pretty lucky this year, I got to say. Most of the signs, not all, but most of them, I felt was, wow, like these are lucky right off the bat. Sometimes because remember, it's what's lucky and new. Sometimes what's new it doesn't seem lucky, or what doesn't seem lucky seems new later on. I did feel like that particular video series, they seem to be luckier than other years right off the bat. So you might want to check those out. Also, don't forget the New Year's readings, Psychic Crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for the new year of 2023, and the Psychic Tarot readings for the new year of 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. They're both available, and we're only halfway through. We only got halfway through this year. So if you didn't get those New Year's readings yet, they're still in play. And I just did the mid-year updates for the new year and the mid-year love updates. So we've already gotten to the midpoint, but there's still plenty of time left. You might want to check out my New Year's readings. There's other video series down below. I'm not going to go through all of them, but those are the highlights. I hope you'll check them out because many people find my psychic readings on YouTube are accurate for them. And then they go over to Vimeo and they're like, hey, these are accurate for me over here too. So if you want to get more accuracy and know more predictions and messages that could play out for you without having to pay for an expensive private reading, which would take an hour or more, you can find out some valuable information in a more short period of time. And many people find that these messages apply to them. So if you can watch both your rising sign and sun sign, I do recommend it in all the video series, but that's completely up to you. Go by whatever resonates with you on YouTube when you go to Vimeo. So that's a good rule to go by, good way to look at what sign you want to get. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here on YouTube in a video format, I do written predictions and messages that are about 5 paragraphs long. They're usually on my Facebook pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, and at the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And I also put them at my Pamela Georgel YouTube channel community page because some people have gotten off of the social media pages. And so I started posting them there on YouTube. So you might want to check them out. Many people find those predictions there resonate with them. Maybe not the entire 5 paragraphs, but maybe messages here, a couple messages there will resonate with them. You may find the same. So I hope you'll check out what I put on the social media pages. And if you would like to help support this channel, you could make a donation, which I greatly appreciate. Those of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help me a lot. There is a donation link down below. It's connected to PayPal. So I hope you all have absolutely amazing energy and happiness that happens for you this month of July 2023. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.